Hello and welcome to Nerd Subculture. I'm your host, Jared.
And I'm Edwina.
And today, continuing our Once More with Feeling series on Buffy the Vampire Slayer, today we are doing episode 2, season 6, Halloween. This episode was first released, debuted, October 21st, 1997, written by Carl Ellsworth and directed by Bruce Seth Green. No relation to Seth Green at all.
This is a full spoiler podcast. I'm a huge fan of the show, but Jared has never watched the whole series, and I'm trying to convince him it's worth his time.
Yep.
Yep.
Yep, that's what you're trying to do. Yeah. Good luck with that.
Well, first off, I was just going to say, who did you say the writer was?
Carl Ellsworth.
Yeah, so you probably should have had Joss Whedon in there as well, or Marty
really?
Knox, and because pretty much he wrote this one episode, and then was promptly fired after handing in his first draft, and then Joss pretty much rewrote the entire script.
He still got paid, I'm guessing.
I'm guessing he did.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Yes.
Do a job and someone else has to fix it for you, you still get paid. That's not bad. Hey, I'll do that. So, Halloween, Eddie. What was it like revisiting this episode for you? I've never seen this episode. This was new to me. I've not yet seen an episode that I've seen before.
Are you sure you haven't seen this?
No,
episode?
I haven't seen this one.
Okay.
No, yeah.
I would have sworn, because I watched this one. This is actually one of my favorite, definitely up there as one of my favorite episodes.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, I really like this episode. It's one of those fun. It's not too heavy. It's a good fun episode.
Yeah.
And it does play on the careful what you wish for trope. Your monkey part.
Yeah. The store with all what's it? The Rick and Morty episode with the devil and the devil shop, and everything you buy has some sort of
so you
there's consequences for everything.
You're you put on a cream that attracts women, but it makes you impotent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. What was it called? Sam's Toy Shop or something? Or Ethan's Costume Shop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But this episode does deal with a lot of internal duality, so I'll probably talk about that after
Duality, okay.
After you do the synopsis.
Yeah. Oh, okay. We'll go right into it, are we?
Yeah.
All right. Let's get into it. This episode begins with Buffy and Angel finally agreeing to go on a date, but Buffy is delayed. As Angel waits at the Bronze, Cordelia shows up and starts flirting with him. When Angel finally arrives, she sees Angel talking to Cordelia and turns to leave. The next day, Principal Schneider forces Buffy and her friends to chaperone small children while they trick or treat. Larry threatens Xander while asking him about Buffy and smashes Larry into the soda machine. However, instead of being grateful for Buffy rescuing him, Xander is upset by the damage that is done to his reputation.
He was emasculated. Poor Xander.
Buffy and Willow speculate about what type of women Angel was attracted to when he was human. To find out, they decide to sneak into Giles' office and borrow the passed-down Watcher's diary. The gang head to Ethan's costume shop where Willow gets a Halloween ghost costume and Xander buys a toy gun to go with his army fatigue outfit. Buffy gets a beautiful pink 18th century gown, one that matches what she had spied from Giles' Watcher's files on Angel. Spike is reviewing a video of Buffy fighting. Drusilla tells him that someone will make Buffy weak on Halloween night. Meanwhile, Ethan is chanting to a statue of Janice in the back room of his shop. Later that night, Ethan's spell takes effect and everyone wearing a costume from his store turns into the respective persona. Willow becomes a real ghost, able to walk through walls, Xander a US soldier, and Buffy an 18th century noble woman.
I'm a lady.
But alas, I'm only a woman. What was it? It is 1869 and I'm just a woman. No one knows what I'm talking about. With Buffy incapable of fighting the threats around them, Willow is forced to take the lead and rushes them to Buffy's house. Outside, Cordelia screams and Xander goes out to save her. Angel shows up and takes Buffy into the kitchen. As Angel tries to kill a vampire that has sneaked in, he reveals his vampire face. Buffy is horrified and runs from the house. Arriving in the library by walking through walls, Willow tells Giles about Ethan's costumes. They head to the shop where Giles reveals that he knows Ethan. He forces Ethan to tell him how to reverse the spell. Spike is hunting for Buffy, who enters an alley and meets Larry, now a pirate. Xander arrives and beats up Larry, while Willow shows up to warn them of Spike. The gang tries to barricade themselves inside a warehouse, but Spike's gang breaks in. Ethan reveals the secret to ending the spell, and Giles smashes the statue, breaking the spell. Buffy recovers just in time to defeat Spike, and he flees. Buffy admits to Angel that she was dressing to impress him. He tells her he hated those people back then. The women were dull, he wanted someone exciting. They kiss. The next day, Giles returns from the store to find the stock gone and a note from Ethan, "Be seeing you." The end.
There's a love letter.
A love letter, yes. Be seeing you. Actually, the Be Seeing You may be a reference to Prisoner.
Prisoner, yeah.
Anyone ever seen that show, the 1960s show?
You're not.
You won't get it.
You won't get it.
By hook or crook, I shall. Yes, weird show. I got to say, a very weird show for its time. Quite psychedelic.
Big pink bubbles.
I got to say, once you watch it, you're going to sit there and go, "Oh, that's where that's from." Yeah, Simpsons did a little parody of it when they were stuck on the island, and
everything was drugged.
I feel like everything was drugged. I even think the TV show Lost was really inspired from that show. There was certain themes and things going on with that show that I felt was similar with that. Well, it was on at the same time when I was watching that show, so I kind of look for correlations and stuff. And yeah, it's very psychedelic for its time, and even like the intro, very I think the intro is what inspired the intro of Get Smart. If you're wondering, the walking through the hallways, and that's exactly how this show starts. I'm like, oh, okay, a part of all the spy junk of the 60s that was really popular.
Yeah, because he was meant to have been a spy.
Yeah, he was a spy, and he quit, and they wanted to know why he quit.
Yeah, and they'd put him on this island to sort of stop him from selling secrets as well.
Well, no, they wanted to know why he quit, because he got a better job.
Oh, okay.
Why else would you quit? Anyway, moving on from Prisoner already, I can see you're wanting to fill us in some details.
Okay. So I really love this episode. Pretty much any episode that has Ethan Rayne in it is a good one. You know,
Ethan Rayne, is that the shopkeeper?
Yeah, so he sort of becomes this reoccurring baddie, so to speak. Is he
like an evil watcher or something, maybe?
No, you do find out a lot more about Giles's past.
Right.
But Ethan, you know, he worships chaos. He's sort of this low-key character that, you know, he just likes to cause mayhem. Like, he does these spells that just create absolute havoc. And, yeah, whenever he shows up, he's always, he's always super sassy as well.
Sassy.
Such a sassy boy. I really like him.
So do we find out that he's Giles' secret, that he's a transvestite? From sexy Transylvania?
Yeah.
That's
well,
funny.
you know, there was talks quite a while ago about them making a Ripper TV series about young Giles.
Wow, okay.
And Ethan.
Just do it.
You know, and also like pretty much all the Halloween episodes of Buffy are normally pretty good as well.
Okay. I think Buffy said something about, you know, Halloween should be a quiet day for the vampires and demons and stuff.
Is.
And apparently it never is. It's actually the busiest day.
Yeah.
It's when they can all come out and play.
Yeah. You know, it also has Spike and Drusilla. And you've got Cordelia in a leopard print unitard. So
really? I didn't notice.
I'm pretty sure you did notice. Your eyes got very wide when you saw her costume.
Okay.
And again, Buffy's doing the whole I just want to be a normal girl. Yeah, having, you know, her duality. Sure. You know, like, as I said, this does have themes of internal duality. So you've got Buffy who's, you know, got the vulnerable and her strength that she's battling with. You've got Xander who, Buffy emasculates by saving him from being beaten up.
Yeah. Very ungrateful for that.
Yeah, so his, weakness and power. And then
discipline.
And then you've got Willow, who's, she's kind of shy and she's dealing with, her sexiness versus her shyness. And she doesn't want to show it.
Yes.
And she turns into a ghost. But she doesn't stay as the ghost costume. She goes as a sexy ghost.
Sexy ghost, yes. Breaking the rules there. And so I'm just curious to know, how many children did Xander kill? He started firing that gun off. You can hear him firing it in the background. I'm just thinking you'd see him and it was going to be like just bodies around him. Like, oh, this is going to get dark.
You did see him before, like where he just fired it near them and they ran off. They got scared. Their choices in costumes. So, Xander does pick the costume of a soldier, like the manly, I honestly thought he was, he could just be a cheapskate with his costume. But yeah, it's the manliest thing that he could afford to be.
Yeah.
And
what about the rapey pirate?
Well, you find out later that Larry's gay.
Oh.
And do you remember
I knew he was a pirate of some sort.
So do you remember what they used to call back in the 90s? Gay people were sometimes called butt pirates.
Yes.
Yes.
Yep.
So it might be a little take on that.
Okay, right.
Not very nice, but Willow, her issues have more to do with her not feeling comfortable. Like her duality has to deal with her not being comfortable in her own skin, and then she ends up not having a body.
Yes.
And that the battling dualities all represents a common thematic theme throughout this season of growing up, and it's all about finding your balance.
Okay.
So you can't have too much of one or the other. So you get Buffy completely vulnerable. You get Xander way too masculine.
Mm-hmm.
And when it comes to Giles and Ethan, his duality is the fact that it's not actually an internal duality. Like Giles is, he's in the Watchers Council.
Yeah.
Which
have we had any contact with that organisation or anything?
Not yet. He's in the Watchers Council.
Why is there a Watchers Council?
You'll find out. Because they created the Slayer.
Oh, well, they created Buffy.
The men that created the Slayer started the Watchers Council.
Okay.
To keep control of their creation.
Right. Okay.
So Giles is in the Watchers Council.
Yes.
And Ethan, so the Watchers Council is trying to, it sort of represents order. And then you've got Ethan, who is chaos, pretty much. He worships chaos. So you've got Giles and Ethan order and chaos. That's their duality. And, you've also got Ethan saying that...
Was chaos a control, isn't it?
No, because chaos is no control. Order is control.
Yeah, I mean, that's the duality is chaos or control, isn't it? Oh, sorry, I'm thinking of Get Smart again, aren't I?
Yes.
Sorry.
So you've got order and chaos. But, Giles, or Ethan points out to Giles, he's like, I know the real you. The stuffy librarian thing is just a...
Yeah, it's a cover or it's
just
a
cover.
Ruse. Yeah.
And Giles is like, no, it isn't. This is who I am now.
Used to be a sweet transvestite from sexy Transylvania.
Yes.
He did play that role, didn't he?
Yes, he did play Frankenfurter at one stage.
Leicester Square. No, what would you call it?
The West End.
West End, sorry. Yes.
Well, what did you think of this episode?
It was all right. I didn't like the whole the gift shop thing. I thought that was pretty tacky. Probably could have done it a different way. Could have just cursed it in general, but I guess that works. It wasn't a huge part of the theme, you know. I wasn't doing the consequences, or what do you call it? The when you get something and there's consequences for it. Something better than that.
I don't know what you call it.
You know what I'm talking about.
I know what you call it, yeah.
Something better than the consequences. Something, no. All right, moving on. I thought it was interesting that had the vampires in it. Yay. It's like going to KFC, there's no chicken. If I could just give a few mentions, things I noticed. So the actor who played
Ethan,
yes. Robin Sachs, actor, English actor, done lots of things. Yes, passed away, sadly, at the age of 61 in 2013, so numerous years ago. This guy's done a lot of things. I can name one villain that he's done that would, he's that guy, is what you're going to say when I say it.
Yep.
Galaxy Quest Cyrus, the main evil alien villain.
Really?
Yeah.
I did not know that. I did not know that.
Yeah. Heaps of, CIS. Torchwood. Oh, he's in Torchwood.
Yeah.
The bad one.
Oh, no, not that one. We don't talk of that one.
No, it's a bad one. Lots of video games, and he had a pretty successful Alias. Knights of the Old Republic, he did a voice in that. Yeah. And I'm guessing, I could tell by his IMDb that he's a recurring character in this show. So I guess that's not the last we see of Ethan.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's in the next episode.
Oh, okay. Spoiler.
To put it lightly.
Yeah.
Yes. So, but yeah, he's always good fun to have around. And I think I like the way that he says Ripper. Old Ripper boy.
There's a story behind that.
Yes.
Maybe just used to like ripping him. Like he was like the, ripping him in...
Maybe we talk about that next
at
time.
uni or something. The actor played Larry. He's been he was in Hocus Pocus, actually, by the way. Wasn't there a similar storyline in Hocus Pocus where they did something similar to this? People became their costumes or something? No?
I don't know. I haven't seen that movie in years.
Neither have I. Again, NCIS. Yeah, he's been in all of them. The Mr. Beauregard show, actually, he was in. Which let me down a little rabbit hole earlier tonight. I'd never seen that show, Mr. Beauregard. Mr. Belvedere, Mr. Belvedere.
You're calling him Mr. Beauregard from bloody
Rick and Morty. So I'm like, that's where that character's from. I know he seemed familiar. I thought he was maybe doing the butler from Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. I didn't know there was a character called Mr. Belvedere. Yeah, so that was news to me. Let me down a rabbit hole and down to Small Wonder.
Yes, and then you had to lead me, and you were just like, "Look what I found!"
Look what I found. Small Wonder. I remember that show. But this isn't a Small Wonder podcast, nor is it the Mr. Belvedere.
I've never watched Mr. Belvedere.
I did watch Small Wonder though. I do remember it. It's pretty futuristic, a robot girl. So you see Seth Green at the end, and he's driving a right-handed car. Mm-hmm. Which I didn't notice because we all have right-handed cars here.
Yeah, I never noticed until and you're sitting there going, "What's wrong with this picture? What's wrong with this picture?"
Nothing's wrong.
You're
sitting in a car.
He's sitting in a car? Can you just tell me?
Yeah. Yes, right-hand drive. So is that a classic car maybe he's got or something?
I don't know.
Classic V-dub?
I don't know.
And I looked at the number plate. I thought maybe they'd actually just flipped the screen.
Film,
the film, but it looked like the numbers were the right way around. So I don't know if you see that car again, but if we do, I don't know, we'll see if it's right-hand drive. Yeah. I'm not sure what the regulations are for the right-hand drive in America. I think in Australia you can drive a left-hand or American-style car, but it has to be part of some sort of car club or something like that,
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. Nobody knows. No one knows. No one knows.
Yeah, the names for the for the countries weren't very funny this week.
No?
No. They're all called Halloween.
Well, I suppose, yeah. Oh, okay, yeah. It would be because there's probably no foreign translations for that, and everyone knows what Halloween is. And
Yep, I think Germany was the only one that had something different.
Okay, what was Germany's?
Like,
That's Halloween this freaking!
Jesus
You
Christ.
jumped up then when I did that.
What the hell? No, it was something like the changing, the night of change or something. Transition night or something.
Was there an exclamation mark on it? I just feel like they would be screaming it when they'd say.
Oh my God, Jared.
You okay, baby? You see something scary on the TV?
All right, get into question time. Oh, no, I didn't talk about Janice.
Okay, yes.
Okay, so.
Janice, yes. Tell me, Eddie.
So the statue of Janus, and that is the Roman god of beginnings and transitions, who has two faces looking forward and backwards. And each of our characters in this episode are battling their internal duality, and it is reflected in their choice of costumes.
Yes.
Yes, it is.
You sort of covered that before, actually, with all the characters having a duality. But specifically linking it to Janus.
Yes.
Which his name is also used for the month January.
January, oh. And there is no counterpart for Janus in the Greek gods.
Okay. There you go. Which
normally
means
they copy each
beginning.
other.
So
Yeah.
January being the beginning of the month.
Wow.
There you go. And I wasn't looking at a tablet when I told you that. Is that impressive?
That's very impressive, Jared.
Impressive.
All right, we can get into question time.
All right, let's get into question time.
What's going on?
Okay.
Come on, Eddie. What do you got?
Which was your favourite character?
Oh, I think I'm sort of tossing up between Willow and Xander. I feel like.
Mainly because they weren't their normal selves?
They weren't the normal selves, yes, which are usually quite annoying. I got a Xander, yeah. I think I like Xander.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Yeah.
Can you do the little applaud thing for me? Yay! It's finally liking someone other than Buffy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have to go Ethan. Yeah.
Okay, you like him.
Yeah, I really like Ethan in this. Which character do you love to hate?
Oh, it's got to be Darsh.
Larry.
Larry, yeah.
I heard she was fast.
Yeah. What?
I heard she was fast.
I've never heard a girl being referred to as fast.
Fast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She doesn't eat a lot?
No, I think it just means another word for, she's a bit of a, you can have sex. She puts out pretty quickly.
Those type of girls, yeah. Oh, there were a lot of those at school.
No, they weren't.
No, they weren't. Well, I was told there's a lot.
Yeah, I put him in that category just for the I heard she was fast comment. Okay. What was the most memorable fight scene?
I think the one in the house when they're all beating up the vampires.
Okay.
And stuff. Was that? Yeah?
Yeah, in Buffy's house?
Yeah, in Buffy's house, yeah.
Yeah, because Buffy's completely vulnerable pretty much.
Yeah.
And she's just all, I want the men.
Alas,
Alas,
only just a woman.
I'm just supposed to look pretty and marry a duke. And I will not fight.
Thou shalt not fight.
Where is she?
Yeah, she's doing that very weird. What would you call that accent?
She badly attempts to do some sort of British Victorian accent, but it's kind of nothing really in the end. She's just kind of speaking as if she's in a play or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd go with the Ethan and Giles fight at the end is pretty brutal.
Okay.
Just
kicks the shit out of him.
Yeah, kicks it. But if you see him, he's like cleaning his ring with like a hanky. Like he's cleaning the blood off his ring. It's like, oh yeah. LOL moment.
Oh, it's got to be the ghost wall.
Oh, yeah, that's mine too.
It's your one? Yeah. Giles is just sitting there and he's, he just walks through and he just completely shits himself.
Yeah.
Stop it!
Although I do like the Cordelia. Oh no, we put Cordelia in and she gets her own. I'll come to that later. Who gets the wooden spoon?
I think Spike gets the wooden spoon.
Yeah, I was going to say Spike gets the wooden spoon.
You know what he was doing?
He was monologuing.
Eddie.
He was monologuing. Yeah.
He had her.
Yeah. He took way too long. He's doing that slowly going down to bite her.
Yeah. And runs off like a pussy again. I'm going to make a little montage of him running away like a pussy. And she does the,
honey, I'm home. It's good to be me. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely Spike. Yep.
I do like that they didn't lose their memories this time. Like, normally when you have these sort of things, they lose they don't remember what happened.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Right.
But yeah, in this one they actually remembered what happened.
Just flipped the switch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Favorite scene?
I kind of like that scene with Xander when he's standing in the street. I just sort of like the way it, where the transition of him turning into a real soldier, where he's just sort of standing there and just kind of looking around with his gun, and then it goes out, and obviously someone just passes him a gun off camera. But I don't know, I did kind of like the way that looked. It just and it wasn't any tacky music going on or anything like that. It just sort of watching someone transform into something else before your eyes.
Yeah.
Was like quite. I thought the way that was done was quite nice.
And it was more done with his posture. Like his posture just changes all of a sudden.
Yeah, he's sort of standing there, sort of scared, and and then he just it all in one shot too. So I know it's only about a 10-second shot, but I just kind of like that, slow, transformation. The way it was done, it was very subtle. It was done really well. I did like that. Yeah.
Yeah, and I agree with you. It's definitely a really good. I actually say that entire transition scene is my favorite.
Right. Okay. Yeah.
Where you get Buffy and Willow all and the little kids as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's kind of also tense leading up to that scene because you don't really know what Ethan's about to do.
Yeah.
Yeah. Least favorite scene.
I think the start with Buffy at the Bronze. And seeing Cordelia there and thinking that she's flirting with him, even though she's spoken to him before and everything, and she gets all jealous about it and storms off.
Yeah, so that's because Cordelia is her shadow self, so she's the path not taken, and then seeing Cordelia there, and she's all she's been in like this battle, so she's all sort of roughed up and a bit messy and sweaty and. Not quite ready for a date, and then you've got the gorgeous Cordelia kind of, as she says, drooling into his cappuccino.
Yeah, but obviously he wasn't hitting on her. I mean, he was there to meet her.
Yeah.
So,
and Cordelia
was there. I mean, she was always just there. But Angel was there to meet her, so it wasn't as if he was somewhere that Buffy didn't know he was going to be with Cordelia secretly.
Yeah.
He was there waiting for her, knowing she was coming, and Cordelia happened to be there, and he knows Cordelia. He knows Cordelia, and they're talking.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just thought there's a little overreaction there. I just hate those scenes where characters...
Yeah, it was actually more that she's also feeling a bit, in the whole episode, she's feeling insecure about it.
Yeah.
About their relationship. Which is why she ends up in that costume in the first place.
Yeah.
Because he thinks, she thinks he wants like a girly girl.
Yeah.
And he doesn't want that at all.
Yeah, those girls are boring.
Yeah, girly girls are boring. Is pretty much his take on it. Yeah, my least favorite scene is probably they're playing on this Willow and Oz thing quite a bit now.
Mm-hmm.
And they miss each other. They keep missing each other.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is another one of those where they bump into each other doing the sorry. All right, favorite quote?
How about when Buffy got changed into the 18th century woman and they're on the street and she's like, a demon, Willow's like, it's not a demon, it's a car. Buffy's like, well, what does it want?
Yeah. Oh, of course mine's going to be a Drusilla one. This has that great.
Oh, we're going to have her voice?
Yep.
All right, come on.
Do you love my insides? The parts you can't see? Eyeballs to entrails, my sweet. That's why I've got to study this Slayer. Once I know her, I can kill her. And once I kill her, you can have your run of sunny hell and get strong again. Don't worry, everything's switching outside to inside.
Very nice.
Sorry, I haven't quite got my Spike voice down, but I definitely have my Drusilla.
Yeah, you got your Drusilla. That's very, very,
Everything
very
I put in the ground withers and dies. Okay. Who's the MVP of this episode?
Well, it's got to be Willow, I think.
Yeah, I'm going with Willow and Giles.
Willow Giles, yeah.
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 So, but yeah, Willow takes charge pretty quickly. Like,
yeah, she does. Yeah, yeah.
she's also the only one that keeps her memory.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So-
Which is very convenient for the plot.
Yes. Best Cordelia freakout moment. She has quite a few in
She
this.
has a few in this. The one that springs to mind is when she first runs into the house.
Yeah.
What does she say? I can't remember what she says now.
Oh no, it's Willow saying, "You're not a cat. You're Cordelia, and we're your friends." And she's like, "Yes. When did you turn into a crazy person or something?"
Yeah. Yeah, that was my one. Yeah.
Yeah, mine's the when she goes up to Oz, and that's when you first see her in the cat costume.
Yeah.
He's like, "You're a big cat," which is kind of cute. And it's Cordelia says, "Are you guys playing tonight?" And Oz responds with, "At the shelter club." And Cordelia responds with, "Is Mr. I'm the lead singer, I'm so great I don't have to show up for my date or even call gonna be there?" Ozzy's like, "Yeah, he's just gone by Devon now." But then she starts going on about, if you see him, don't tell him this, don't tell him that, don't tell him this. And he's like, "So what do you want me to tell him?" "Nothing. You didn't see me. Duh."
Okay.
Sorry, and that outfit is amazing.
Her outfit.
Her outfit is amazing.
Yeah. Maybe she got to keep it. You think she got to keep it?
Got all ripped though.
Oh.
Yeah. What do you rate this episode out of 10 using something from the episode?
All right. I'll give it 5 M16 machine guns out of 10.
Okay, 5.
5.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll go 9 out of 10 kicks to the gut while you're cleaning your blood-covered ring with a hanky.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, Eddie. Well, I think I've run out of things to say. What about you?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well, let's crank it up and wrap it up for this week. Well, I hope you enjoyed this. Be sure to like, subscribe, comment. Eddie?
We're on social media, so we are nerd_subculture on TikTok, Instagram,
Facebook,
Twitter.
or Podbean. We're on there too. So yeah, make sure you say hello. We'll say hello back. See ya. Bye.
Bye. Grrr.